what's going on? This is Muriel from the Sunshine Family and Costa Rica Expat Living. If you want some impressions, just stick with my video because I'm gonna share how my morning went. Literally, I was doing something simple. I was organizing a practical thing to get swapped the phone number of my daughter and my son to the package that I have with the phone company. And probably if you want to be a Costa Rica expat, you would like to know how to arrange things, but also how do you deal with when things take longer, when things don't happen how you plan them to happen. I thought, you know what? I just did the dishes. I'm standing in my kitchen. I think you need to hear this. But if you're new to my channel, first of all, I wanted to warm welcome you, say hi. And if you wonder why do you make Costa Rica videos, well, I started actually for fun since I moved myself with my husband and 2 kids in 2018, and people non-stop asked me questions. How do you do this? How this did happen? So I thought, you know what? I am working online anyways, and I'm kind of used to making videos. For more information about what I teach online to people from all over the world on how to build their online businesses or how to get more exposure to existing companies, businesses, products, whatsoever, go to the description below. But I was working online, I was using a lot of videos, so I thought I'm gonna make a YouTube video and share everything I've learned. And since then my channel started to grow exponentially. And yeah, it has been a lot of fun to create basically a couple of times per week videos about everything I've learned myself. For you to learn what I have learned, for you to prevent the mistakes that I have made. At least that's my purpose. So in a nutshell, a little bit more about me and my family. Take a look. Okay, here we go. Costa Rica Expat Living, just a regular morning for me. I had one task on my list after bringing my youngest to his tutor. He has some extra classes, someone who's teaching him. So I had 2.5 hours, hands in the air. But I planned to switch the phone number of his sister, who is in the Netherlands right now, who has a Costa Rica package, so she can WhatsApp unlimited per month, etc., etc. But she's not here and she will not return before December or January. So we're not using that package, and that's a waste. So since my youngest has an iPhone as well, he needs to be reachable when he is off grid, when he is in between Wi-Fi spots, right? So we decided I go to town, to Cobano, that's the town where I live close by, go to the phone company, internet provider, it's called ICE, I-C-E, and I'm going to arrange that. I brought my passport because, you know, for all formal transactions, always bring your passport. It's a tip when you go to the bank, where you go, whatever, it's always better when you have your passport. So that's where I went to Isa, and I was so happy because I was the first customer. I just dropped my kiddo at 8:30, and at 8:40 I was in the office of Isa. First one. Yay! So I was like, this is a quick fix. Until the lady behind the counter said, well, you need a personicà jurídica. What is that? Well, let me explain a little bit. I bought my property. It's a thing when you buy property, you do not buy it on your own name, you buy it on a company. You create an anonymous company, and on that company you buy property. I'm not gonna go into details about that, but this is how it's done. And with that you can do a lot. Anyways, so I have this company, and rule or a privilege of that company is that you can have one package phone number, a very cheap price package where you can call unlimited and have a lot of WhatsApp for free on the name of the company. So you can have one phone number on the company that's totally covered, right? Hi, you need something? What? Oh yeah, just in a bit. So he's asking for a SIM card. Hold on, I'm gonna give it in a minute. Hold on. So I just gave my son his new SIM card to place in his phone, but I tell you the whole story. It's not just about the phone or about the new SIM card. It's about all the things that I needed to do to get one thing arranged. And I was lucky. Hear me out. Okay, so in ISA I heard I need this paper. It's called Personicà Jurídica. What is it? Everything that you want to arrange in name of that anonymous company where I am the name holder of my name. I'm the owner of that an anonymous company. I need to provide this paper, right? And without it, you cannot do it. Anything. You cannot swap the phone numbers of the bundle that you bought. Where did you get that Personicà Jurídica paper? You have to go to the municipality. That's like the place where you apply for permits, where you get those paperworks, where you do a lot of legal things, where you register your property. It's a very important institute in every town has one, okay? If you walk in this office here in Cobano, so I live between Montezuma and Santa Teresa, it is as if you walk in an office in the 80s. Literally, there's phones with wires there, literally. Yeah, you can call hands-free, but they're still in wire plugged in the wall things. They have old drawers with files in there. It's really like the 80s. Now, with all respect, because it is functioning, and this is what I accept. I love Costa Rica, but don't be surprised if you have to arrange very important stuff like building a house, getting permits, getting paperwork like Personicà Jurídicas for official steps to take for whatever. You need to go into the municipality office in your region, right? Every region has one. So, okay, Personicà Jurídica. Okay, so she said, oh, so I was the first person as well in the municipality. And I was happy, yay, there's not a big line until outside. I said, I need this paper. And she, in my Spanish, so I speak Spanish. I'm not gonna do it now so in Spanish, I need this paper. And she said, after doing some time work, oh, I'm sorry, the system is not working yet. In 30 or up to an hour, come back and let's try again. I learned, don't make a fuss about it. Don't make a big thing about it. It is what it is. Trust the lady. I said, oh, okay, hasta una hora. Ja toch, tot over een uur. See you in an hour. So, I thought, okay, I have 2.5 hours to arrange everything. I already lost 15 minutes with Issa, who asked me for this paper, where the place where they provide the paper, the system is not working. Can you follow? Okay, so I do my stuff. I have some other things to do. I need to go to the pharmacy. I have to get some groceries. So I was doing that to kill the time because I have to pick up my son. So I I go back to the municipality in 45 minutes, so before the hour. And she said, yes, the system is working. There was a line, but it was a short line. I just had to wait for 10 minutes. Finally, I was there. She said, oh, there is some kind of taxes that you didn't pay yet. So I cannot provide you the Personicà Jurídica before you went to the bank to pay these taxes. I said, taxes? What taxes? I thought I paid all my taxes. I pay property tax. My business is not in Costa Rica, so I pay more or less taxes over my property. That's it. And she was like, I cannot see what it is. I said, how much is it? She said, we cannot see that, but they will be able to tell you that in the bank. So I go not to the bank because I have this secret that I want to share with you. I'm not sure if every town has it, but my town has a bank where you can do these things and it takes hours at the bank. But there's also these places, these desks that are working in name of the bank, but you can do everything that the bank does for you. Also paying municipality taxes. So I go to my secret desk next to my favorite soda in Cobano and I say, hola, I'm coming to pay these taxes. I was so smart to ask to the lady at the municipality, can you write down what type of taxes I need to pay? So in the bank they know exactly. So I got this yellow paper with everything on it, my number of my company and the taxes that it was all about. And she said, oh, that is 63,000 colones. And that is, well, $1 is about 700 colones. Let's say it's about $100 or something. I was like, what is it about? But it is a small tax. I think it's for the garbage pickup, something like that, or the groundwater, I don't know. I pay the taxes with that paper, always save the paper. I went back for the third time to the municipality and I said, hello in Spanish, this is my third time. Now it's gonna work out, I promise you. So she had to laugh. It's funny when you can make a joke suddenly in Spanish, although my Spanish is still super basic. So yes, I could show the paper. She saw in the system that my taxes was paid, and she could give me my Personicà Jurídica, my paperwork. And then I could go, you can guess, to the ICE office, where I could swap the phone number of my daughter, her package, to the phone number of my son. And my son was just waiting here and he saw that I was making a video. He literally came to apply to get his new SIM card, to put it in his phone. Anyways, is it working? Oh, he doesn't know yet. Well, we're gonna do... Huh? Oh. Anyways, this is just my morning, but I assure you, I was lucky it went so smooth because within 2.5 hours, I went 3 times to the municipality, 2 times to the ICE office, and I went shopping, and I was on time to pick up my son. I assure you, this usually doesn't happen, but I have a little secret to share. I never count on that these things happen in one day. I just always think, you know, if I get this paper, this one little paper, this week, check. If I, you know, just chunk it up. If it goes smooth like me, with me, wow, go on your knees and say, and I literally always say, pura vida. When you do not expect it the most, the best things happen. And I assure you, being in a Costa Rica expat and my Costa Rica expat living, I almost dare to say this is how it goes. The law of attraction is at your side, but you have to stay positive. If you're going to be grumpy, like I could have been grumpy a couple of times to these people who are working in these places where I needed something from them, but it won't help you. One, I live in a small town. This is what I learned. You will always meet each other again somewhere, right? If you go to be grumpy to people you need for certain services at municipalities, shops, be kind, be patient, and never be rude, because they could be the family or the sister or the colleague of your dentist, your doctor, the school teacher, your neighbor, I don't know who. And overall positivity attracts positivity. So I really practice this. It's not that it just falls from the sky. I practice. Be patient, Muriel. I literally drove, you had to see me this morning, drove up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, pick up my son. It worked. Now I'm hoping that he sees his phone working the way it should, because I already prepared him. If it's not working, don't worry, put it next to you, and tomorrow I'm gonna go to Ise with your phone and have them do it. Simple. Now, if you approach Costa Rica living this way, it won't drop from the sky. You have to train your mind to stay positive, have positive expectation, and treat people always positive, no matter if the procedures are endless. At every place, at every, I don't know, when you apply for residency, they were very strict with me, and it took a long time. Practice patience and practice kindness, and kindness will coming to you. And in this case, I had a very quick morning, and I arranged very important stuff that is preventing me lots of problems. Because why was it so important to swap the package of my daughter? I found out she's in the Netherlands now. I was paying 10 times more somehow. I don't even know why, because they never told me it would work that way, because they told me it's not working outside of Costa Rica, but I paid 10 times more for 2 months, probably because it was active in the Netherlands. So I just said, okay, this number, cancel, the package should go to this number. So I was paying more, so it was urgent that I arranged this. But if you do things out of urgency and frustration, it won't work. It will work against you. So this is also a little mindset training, or a mindset. Well, this is also what I teach my students. I designed a couple of programs and training and books and stuff. But what I teach my one-on-one coaching students is to train their mind to be a magnet for positivity. And that is not made up by me. That's the law of attraction, and it works. It works everywhere around the world for everyone, as long as you know how to use it, how to apply. Again, it worked for me today, and sometimes I have less luck, and I take it as it comes. I just tell myself, don't allow it to ruin your day, and just look at the things that worked out well that day. That could be something simple that, oh, I just want a glass of water. Oh, there's water coming from the tap. A lot of times there's no water coming from the tap as well. Get used to it. Welcome to Costa Rica. That's a different video, by the way, but I hope that you enjoyed my video of today. It was a story about my day in Costa Rica as Costa Rica expat, in my Costa Rica expat living. I hope you can create your amazing Costa Rica life here as Costa Rica expat. I think it's all up to you. You can never blame others for failures whatsoever. Create your life the way you want it in Costa Rica. Costa Rica is awesome. I love Costa Rica, and we're welcome for my chaotic kitchen. And I'm looking forward to meeting you one day in Costa Rica. And P.S. for those who didn't really hear what I said before, if you want to learn what I teach, to see if you want to get to know if my programs would be a right fit for you about working online, and a lot of more things I do. In the description below, there's a world of information, so seek for that little triangle if you watch on your smartphone. And I rent out my casita, my house, and you can order my book 7 Steps to Costa Rica. It's all up to you. You find all the info below. And now I'm gonna wrap up my video. Thanks for watching, and see you soon.